Training a new puppy or even an older dog can be really tough sometimes. You know, it can be a tough process, right? It doesn't have to be. That's where Mike Deeth comes in, Kansas City trainer and author. You're so good at this, you wrote a book, 5 Steps to the Perfect Pet. Mike, you brought Leo.
Leo. I gave her a boy's name and confused everybody.
Leo, a girl. She's a big girl. What kind of dog is this?
She's a Leonberger.
And she is how many pounds?
About 115. She's got a lot of hair, so it's not quite as big as she looks.
Now, she does have a lot of hair. When you were training her, Mike, you said she was born almost totally blind.
She's about, we think, 75% blind. Her optic nerve never developed, so the best guess from the vet is that she can see motion in light and dark.
How do you train, how do you start the training process? You say one of the big things, no matter what challenges you're facing, is you have to keep it fun.
You do, because if the dog's not having fun, you're not having fun, and then nobody's learning. I'll always start a training protocol with hand feeding.
Right.
It goes back to the old saying, you don't bite the hand that feeds. We want mouth skills, we want bite inhibition, and we also want a dog to pay attention to us.
Show us while we're talking some of the things that Leo can do.
Well, you know, Leo can.
She's good at laying there.
She does basic obedience, and this is probably the difference between me and maybe some other trainers. Is I don't consider myself an obedience trainer. I consider myself a pet dog trainer.
Right.
So what I expect from my dogs might be totally different than what you expect from your dogs. My goal is to come into your house and to help you with the problems you're having with your dog and get them to live harmoniously.
So what are some of the problems? A lot of people I hear have this problem, and I've experienced it too, is you're taking your dog out for a walk, and they're like
pulling and tugging
so much, and you don't know what to do because you don't want to jerk their neck.
Right. Well, if you stop and think about it, what's the reward of a walk? It's the walk itself.
Right.
So anytime a dog is inappropriate or doing something you don't like, I'm huge on the idea of ignore the bad, reward the good. So if a dog pulls, I stop moving. Because if your dog instinctively knew that every single time they pulled on a leash, the walk stopped, they wouldn't pull on the leash. But they figured out over time that the quickest way to get from point A to point B is simply to drag you right along with them. So we just have to create good, positive rules and routines where we create the rule and routine. Most problem behaviors are when the dogs are creating the rule and routine and we just go along for the ride.
Now, I was seeing sweet Leo in some of the before video of you guys of her shaking and sitting.
Yes.
Can she do that for us?
Leo, wake up. Come here. Come on. Come here. High five. Give me a high five. There it is. Can I have the other hand? Can I have the other paw? Thank you. Good girl. Can you lay down? You don't do anything fast, do you? Come on. Good girl. Come on, back on your blanket.
She's very well behaved for me. I'm sure she's a little nervous.
Well, you know, she's just a big dog, you know, and it's nice. I've had, you know, great big dogs all my life, and they don't do anything fast.
Right.
You know, and I think it's good for even my clients to see I have a dog that doesn't always perform perfectly as she wanders. Come here, Leo. Come here. On your blanket.
What's happening here is there's also a kitchen.
Yes, there is.
Joining us.
Which
and
smells wonderful.
And so Leo keeps trying to make her way to the kitchen to eat whatever Gary Amble is going to be cooking up later on. So, Mike, thank you for joining us. We'll post a link on our website with some of the other basic tips because you have some great ones, but a big takeaway is to just stop walking if your dog is constantly jerking you, and then when they heal, give them
reward the dog when they do something right, ignore it when they do something wrong.
Mike, thank you.
Thank
Leo, thank you, ma'am. Dave, back to you.
Leo's just like us, always migrating towards the kitchen.
Exactly.
My dog.
There are some good smells in there, too.
Yes, there are. All right, so maybe you have a dog now and the kids are like, can we get a kitty too, please?
Well, veterinarians say that some breeds of cats get along better with dogs than others.
All right, let's start with this one. Wow, this is an Oriental cat, and it's good looking. It's a Siamese hybrid, and it's a fun companion that loves being the center of attention in your home.
Now, Burmese cats are extremely people-oriented with dog-like tendencies. The breed loves to give and get affection.
And how about an American Ragdoll? Now that's a cute face right there.
With those eyes.
The breed is easy to train, very affectionate. Ragdolls make excellent companions for the whole family, and they get along well with children and some dogs in the house as well.